Hello, it's Felicity here from Sanisa Tarot, the place for emotional healing and gain wisdom from tarot to navigate your life. And this is May tarot reading for the sign of Virgo. And the card that describing your general energy at play in May is a bit violent and may cause a bit of discomfort. And so here we are. It feels like in May, you will feel like there's a lot of restriction and conflicts, and it seems that someone needs to let go of the controlling strategy and controlling behavior. And yes, but you have to understand your own worth in order to get yourself out of it. There are a lot of healing that you need to do, a lot of resting, because it feels like it's exhausting, you know. When you do not gain back your personal power, you feel that you're helpless, you pity yourself, and you still tolerate this kind of behavior. Whether it is actually physical abuse or verbal abuse or certain type of controlling strategy that is not good for your own soul, it's not good for your well-being. You have to find a way to get out of it. Okay, any kind of verbal abuse, physical abuse cannot be tolerated. Okay, so after you get out of it, you still need to take a long time to recover. You still need to take a long break to really help yourself to heal your own wounds, to heal your soul and your physical body. Understand that no one in this world can restrict you except yourself. When you accept certain kind of behavior, you are accepting it, okay? So do not say yes, do not tolerate certain type of behavior. And also maybe there's some kind of imbalance in the way others treat you. Okay, if you do not demand respect, if you do not demand certain type of respect and demand a loving behavior, the people around you are going to take advantage of you and without regrets. So you have to be firm for yourself. Do not tolerate. No one can rigid you. No one can limit you. No one can imprison you, okay? You have to step up for yourself, understand your own personal power. You have nothing to lose, really. Okay, if you do not step out of it, you keep losing, okay? So, you have nothing to lose. Things comes to the bottom line and you have to really understand it and do not tolerate even though it means the breaking of relationship, breaking of certain type of things. And also it seems like people around you are very strict with you, and you have to set boundary for yourself and not let others step on your boundary. If you do not voice out your own requirements, if you do not require how others treat you, if you do not let others know what kind of behavior you are willing to tolerate and what kind of behavior you are not willing to tolerate, they are going to keep doing the things that they are doing to you. Okay, so first you have to let them know your boundary, let them know your rules, let them know how you want to be treated, and then also let them know how you feel. Okay, if they know how you feel, and they may understand you more. If all things are said and done and then it's not working, you have to cut yourself away from all those people who are abusive, verbally abusive, physically abusive, emotionally abusive, okay? Take back control of your life, but not controlling others, okay? When you take back control of your life, of your own self, and it doesn't mean that you are controlling others, okay? Controlling is very different from taking back control, okay? When you take back certain type of control, that means that you understand your limit. You say yes when you need to say yes, and you say no when others are stepping the boundary, okay? The behavior of controlling is that you always want others to listen to you no matter what. You do not understand how others people are feeling. You take others people for granted and you step on other people's boundary, okay? So a controlling behavior is not something that you should tolerate. But taking back control is setting the boundary and limits and not let others step on your limits, step on your boundary. Okay, controlling behavior is something that no matter what, you always ignore other people's feeling. You always do not take no for an answer. That is a controlling behavior. So you have to understand this. Distinguish between controlling behavior and taking back control of your life. And when it comes to the area of career, it feels like there may be some kind of dissolving of the idea. It feels like some people may go against your ideas. It feels like a group of the whole lot of people trying to raise the tension at work, trying to create some kind of conflict at work. They may not just go against you, but the things that they are going against, some kind of ideas, belief system, and maybe because your ideas, belief system is creating some kind of insecurity within them, maybe insecurity of the position at work or insecure about themselves. And so when you put out your ideas, when you put out certain kind of inspiration, when you are verbally communicating with others, there's a chance that a group of people are going to feel insecure and going to start a war or something, the verbal war. But then suddenly it can feel like there's a very great opportunity, great idea, and all others are looking after that, and all others are chasing after a certain idea. So if you have a really good idea, if you have certain things, certain logics, certain formula for you at work, and you would like to keep it in a secret and slowly work your way up, okay? So try to see what kind of truth or what kind of ideas you would like to let others know, and what kind of ideas you would like to keep it for yourself. You know, not all ideas need to be known to others, okay? Otherwise it can create some kind of conflict, or the ideas are too good and then others are going to copy your ideas. And also there's some kind of alchemy going on. And you know, if you would like to be strong at work, you would like to have a strong physique or strong mentality, strong mentally strong and strong mind to achieve, you may have some kind of challenges to overcome. Because like the sword, you know, like some iron or some kind of like some kind of blacksmith, the sword, to make a sword, you know, they need to put it into fire. And to create something, sometimes you need to go through a very harsh time. And when you go through that, you will become a really useful sword. Okay? So, understand that there will be difficulties, there will be challenges that you need to overcome at life or at work. But then, just like some kind of metal, some kind of sword, you know, the blacksmith or universe or God is training you to be a useful soul. So they put you in a fire. They put you in a fire for you to glow in the fire, for you to overcome, for you to become something solid in your life, in your career. So try to, instead of seeing it as suffering or some kind of difficulties, see that as opportunity. It's an opportunity, it's a blessing in disguise, okay? Then when you see this, you turn negative energy into the motivation, into the positive energy for you, to fuel you for your future, okay? When it comes to the area of how you connect with others on the emotional level in a social setting, again, there may be some conflict. And the card is suggesting you not to say a lot of things, even though your ideas, even though you are very unique. Just stay silent for 1 or 2 seconds. Stay silent, rather than keep talking and then creating some kind of conflict. Stay silent and observe. Even though there are 2 groups of people arguing, and 2 groups of people are focusing on their ego, fighting against each other, just be silent and just see what is going on, okay, and what you are learning from these 2 groups of people, okay? And know that silence is not a symptom, it's not a sign of weakness. Sometimes silence is the sign of confidence. You do not need to take responsibility of everything. You are not obliged to voice out everything. You are not obliged to make peace in the 2 groups, okay? And you do not always need to act as a peacemaker. Just keep silence. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of confidence. It's a sign of self-assurance. And just see how the uniqueness of every individual can cause conflicts, and how one group of people having common ground or having certain kind of benefits stick to that benefits and not change and not adapt and not respecting other people's individuality, other people's uniqueness, okay? See that, you know, we cannot always create some kind of conflicts. We cannot always side with others just because there's some kind of benefits gain from siding with others, okay? So see through that and respect uniqueness, and know that the uniqueness is also about cooperating with others. When you respect the uniqueness of others, the uniqueness of yourself, you understand that what is binding of the whole world is love, is the one source, is the love source, okay? And when it comes to the area of how you connect with others on the private level, inner circle of friends, inner circle of family members, and also romantic partner, it feels like you need to focus on your emotions. Abundance is in front of you, but then the card is asking you to focus on your spirituality, to focus on your emotions. Whether there's some kind of imbalance, like yes, you have some kind of abundance, you do not worry about certain things in life, but then what about your spiritual abundance? What about your emotional abundance? Are you satisfied with your emotional needs? Do you feel peace? How stable it is your emotional level, okay? Is your emotional level stay stable? Yes. Financial abundance, some kind of material abundance, maybe form a certain security within you. But what about emotional abundance? What about spiritual abundance? Are you focusing on your spiritual life? Are you focusing on the well-being of your emotions? It's time to ask yourself that, okay? Also, it's time to nurture your emotions. Know that material gain, financial abundance, they are like fruits. They're really like the fruits, you know. Can fruit stay solid? Can fruit always stay fresh? No, absolutely not. The fruits will stay rotten according to nature. That's how nature works. Also, the same with your own body, with your own beauty. So with everyone else, their own beauty, physical body will leave this physical plane one day, just like fruits. We go according to nature, alright? But what about spirituality? What about nurturing your soul, your emotions? Your emotions is in another level. Your emotion will be stored at another level on this physical plane. And that's why there are some kind of spiritual spirits, earthbound spirits on this earthly plane, because the emotions still vibrating on this physical plane. Even though they are no longer earthbound, the emotions will always radiating, vibrating on this physical plane, alright? So to purify these planets, you have to start right now to purify your soul. Understand that material gain is just like fruits. They will be rotten one day. Your physical body will rotten, will become ash, will become the supporting, will go into the system according to nature, alright? So, but your soul is eternal. So you have to nurture your soul. Nurture your soul and also protect your soul and also protect your emotions. Alright? What is working behind the scene you may not understand, but as you work on your spirituality, you are able to connect to the higher realm of spirituality, of the angels, of the gods, or of the universe. You understand this, so protect your soul. Otherwise, your soul is going to be rotten, and then you take a long time to purify your soul and purify your emotional manifestation of things, okay? So protect your soul, protect your own emotions. That is the key of this month. And I hope you enjoyed this reading. For personal reading, please click the link in the description box below. See you next month. Bye. Take care.